Greetings. It's Vaygrim. Welcome to a Thursday episode of Vaygrim's Chance. ForgeCraft One. I'm getting my series confused. Welcome to Thursday, ForgeCraft One. We're in 1.8.9, of course. Darwell 20 bases that way. Spawn's also that way, but whatever. I have my cool Psi gun. I actually have a selection of spells that I've been using. Let me get up here real quick. I can mine a block, fetch a block from distance. It's actually very, very cool. Let's put that back. And let's see. I have a growth spell. Now, this is actually on a loop casting bullet. Let me show you this real quick. Okay. Growth is on a loop cast bullet, which means when I cast the spell, it will keep casting until I switch off of the CAD. Let's see. Fetch is a projectile. I have bounce. This is cool. This is a fun spell that I think I've been showing you guys last episode. And it basically just shoots things straight up in the air. I've discovered that it is a additive speed bonus. So if I shoot 3 shots in quick succession, it will hit and it targets a 12 block area. So the thing gets boosted by the first shot. It gets accelerated even faster by the second. And as long as it's not out of the 12 block sphere of influence, by the third shot, it gets another boost of speed. And things can literally go about 50 blocks straight up into the air, which means they'll die instantly. So a quick triple shot from bounce will actually kill almost everything. What I've discovered with this is that I can kill some of the guardians at the actual Thaumcraft ruins just by using this spell at range. 1, 2, 3, shoot it up straight up, comes down and takes a whole bunch of fall damage, and then I can do it again and usually kill it in 2 rounds. It's real nice. We are not going to focus on Psi today. I have hit a roadblock. I can't get past loop casting. I really literally don't know how to make this work. So I'm stuck. This is a failed spell. Let's see. Digger works. That's what I've been using to dig stuff at range. It's a very, very good utility spell. Growth is what I've been using on like my tree farm back here. A lot of my crops. Fetch, bounce, blink. I have these 2 loaded, but I try never to use them because they're hideously dangerous. So yeah, today we're going to focus on a new mod called Intangible. If you have not seen Direwolf 20's 4 parts so far, spotlight on Intangible, you really should go watch it. Let's see, I've got... No, go away. They are hell-bent on getting outside. Anyway, we are going to be working with Intangible today. I have some specific designs and ideas, but we're going to start from the start. I have done a lot of pre-preparation, okay? Like, for example, soul bone and a bone. What you do is you get a bone and you go kill a creature with it. When you get the killing blow on a creature with a bone, it turns it into a soul bone. Then what you can do, get a soul bone and a piece of lapis. You toss it both in the water. I said both in the water, and leave them there. You'll see bubbles, I think. And then something's going to happen. I don't know if they both have to be in the same. Let me get both these things real quick. There we go. We're going to leave those for just a second. You'll see bubbles. The bubbles will keep going while those things are building up. This is how you get some of your first sets of supplies in this mod. Now, I really should try and figure out a way to make a skeleton grinder, a mob grinder, because I need bones. I need lots of bones, and I don't have enough. Yeah. There we go. We now have a blue crystal. If we get a pickaxe. Whoopsie. We might have needed to let that grow. Okay, well, the first time you do that, you will actually get a blue crystal, which will plant itself. If you let it grow for a while, you'll get stuff like this. Is this? You can right click. See, this one's done. It's fully grown. And I get 2 crystals off it. I can right click and plant one. Let's see. That one's done. And it only gave us 1. How rude. So I'm going to let these keep growing, I think. Nope. So basically, you have to let these go for a while. You can overdo it. They can be watering canned. That does work. You see, I already have some blue crystals. Periodically, you'll also have an offshoot that will be a different color. That's a yellow crystal. These are more rare. I've had a pretty good luck at getting some of these. Direwolf's got a farm over at his base that actually has an arcane lamp. Hello. Okay. There's a skeleton over there that was taking damage. So there is basically with an arcane lamp, you can, a lamp of growth. You can actually accelerate the growth rate of these. Watering cans do work. As a matter of fact, I think I can show you this. I'm just going to pick that one right there. There we go. And you can see, and you hear the tinging noise. That means one of the ones I'm watering is at max growth. Rorax is working on the exact same thing right now. Ting, 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 ting. Anyway, so you can use watering can. Bone meal doesn't work. My growth spell does not work. By the way, I've discovered there are certain things if I use my dig spell on this thing, this one, it will break it, but it won't give me the item. It just destroys it. Best example of that is stuff from Chisels and Bits. It just destroys it. I'm not sure why. I do have a bit of a chicken farm going back here. I need to get more going. They are going to be some of my first test subjects. Where is... Did a chicken get out? I have an ocelot down here. It is trying its darndest to get to my chickens. Apparently, ocelots love chickens. I need dirt here. Let's go up here. I have a lot of ways into the base now. For example, you see this up here? I have expanded considerably on the base to make room for a lot of the stuff I need to do with Intangible. See, now I've actually hollowed out the center section. This was solid up here. This was all stone. My ladder that goes down to mining now goes through all of my subterranean levels. I moved my bedroom up here because this is the farthest away from the monsters on ground. I can sleep whenever I want to. Let's see. I've got this little terrace up here. Crosswalk over to here. This existed. Let's see. There's nothing new down there. If I go up here, go all the way up, go over. We can get up here, hop, hop, hop. I can either get up here on this point, which is one of the highest points on my base, or up here, which is the highest point on my base without hurting myself. There is a straight shot up there, but the vines aren't growing up to that point. So I'm going to have to clip some vines and do it myself, apparently. That will be the absolute tippy top of this entire structure. Anyway, so I have been expanding. I have been using the vines to my benefit. And we can just go all the way down here. So let's go down a few floors. Crystal needs to grow on stone or cobblestone. It doesn't seem to make a difference in terms of growth rates. You probably want to have a bigger farm than this. I will come back and harvest all of this once this is actually grown, but it's pretty much going to be blue crystal with the occasional yellow. Next step that you need to do requires a bucket, which is what I have in hand. And you get a blue crystal. Let's put that back. I'm actually Going to need to turn those into soul bones. We'll do that in just a second. So this is a certain kind of a liquid that is basically molten blue crystal. You get lava. Now what I have is I have a source block behind this stone. A source block of lava flowing down. So all I have here is not a source block of lava, but flowing lava. Well, that still counts. If I toss my crystal, it's going to fall into the lava, and it will get consumed and turn into molten lava. Now, this is the best part. It does work with, it gets turned into molten blue crystal. This does work with flowing lava, which is the best part. I don't have to keep replenishing a lava source. One block of lava has been working with me just fine. Now, you're going to want to make something called a blow mold. The blow mold is right here. Stone and a dropper. A dropper is just cobblestone and redstone, but it is stone, smooth stone, and a dropper in that configuration. Then you're going to want to make a bellows, which is basically this shape for an iron casting, 2 leather, that was the hardest part for me, and some wood. Now, I put the bellows on top of a redstone clock from Extra Utilities. So it's just going on and on and on. But we were going to be using this quite a bit. Let's see. Let's get a gourd mold. All of these molds are real simple. It's a combination of stone and sand. Real easy to make. And you only need 1 mold for each shape. There's glass bottle, there's decanter, funnel, gem, gourd, glass pane, spiral, splitter. And you notice these are some of the things you can actually make with these. I'm going to get this and put it right here. I'm going to get some molten blue crystal. Right click. If you listen. Dong. Most of the stuff in Intangible has some kind of a sound effect to it. We right click, we get the glass out. We right click and get the pattern out. We're going to put that back. Let's see. We have 5 of those now. We're going to get spiral. Put it in there. Boop. Boop. And wait. There we go. Right click. And I need to get splitter. And I forgot to take this off. Get that and put it back. 1 more bucket. You're going to want a steady supply of bones. You're going to be using a lot of bones in this mod. I'm not sure I have enough. I need to probably go kill some skeletons somewhere. I might have to go maybe venture into the nether and find a nether fortress. That would be a good option. I'd love to find a skeleton spawner and just make my own homemade, but I haven't found one yet. Okay. So yeah, I really should make my own skeleton spawner of some kind. Don't have one yet, but I really do need one. Now you'll notice I have a certain amount of these decanters, gourds, splitters, and everything else. Well, oh, before I forget, let's get a gem mold. Put that on there. Get some of our our molten blue crystal. And we get blue gems. Let's pull that mold out. And we have some blue gems up here. You can actually do the same thing with yellow crystals to turn them into yellow gems. I have some extra soul bones that I actually got from Dyer's Place. And we're going to need some smooth stone, which I don't have. Let's go up some floors. Straight up. I made this section back here. This is kind of a back patio kind of a thing. And it does actually have, I'm raising some chickens. Ooh, egg. Let's see if we can feed the chickens again real quick before I get sidetracked. Come here, kids. There we go. A new one. So now what I can actually do is be very, very cruel. There we go. You hear that sound? And we have 8 soul bones. The rest of the chickens fear me. Get out of the way. No. Over here. Okay. Might need to figure out some better way to keep them away from the door. We'll see. Maybe a ladder. Okay, let's go back up here. We're going to need a few things, a few supplies. I like the ever-expanding base. I'm just kind of expanding it organically. I don't really have a plan when I'm doing this base. And it's one of the first times I have made a base in a long time that didn't have a plan ahead of time. I'm just kind of like, as I go. Even some of my strangest bases, like my underwater base, the first time I played on ForgeCraft One, even that had some kind of a foregone conclusion as to how I wanted to lay it out. So really strange stuff. Let's put that in there. Ooh, I have more bones. I'm going to want to get some of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Whoops. I need some smooth stone. We're going to need a pretty steady supply of smooth stone. Let's put that there. I don't think I even have any here. I'm going to put the chicken feed back. 6 graves sitting around. I've donated 1 to Dire Wolf, and there's another like 5 that are unaccounted for. I don't have the gravestones for them because I tossed them or whatever. So, yeah, I haven't been doing very well. There was something else that I wanted to get, and that was fencing. That's what I wanted. Yay. Okay. I've been hunting rabbits. There's tons of rabbits here in the jungle, and I've been hunting rabbits to get rabbit skins, rabbit hides, because you can do 4 rabbit hides to 1 leather. That has been my farm. I want to now see if I can actually start capturing the rabbits and make a little bunny reserve, stick something out here or something with some grassed in area, and basically just feed them carrots, because I'm growing carrots over here. And feed them carrots and hunt them and kill them. Doing the same thing with chickens also. Let's see. Do we have... I see a skeleton way off in the distance. There's Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. Okay, Bonnie stopped by for a quick visit. So, let's go down here real quick. We have the blow mold and the bellows feeding it. You're going to want to make this thing called a circuit stamper. The circuit stamper becomes very, very tangible. Becomes very important in the crafting of things. One of the first things you're going to want to craft: 2 soul bones, at basically diagonally, and then a blue crystal and a red stone. This is basically a 2x2 crafting grid. You put them in here, pull a lever to, stamp it, and then right click to pull the item out. What you will actually get, called a knowledge gem. You right click, and I always do that. Fire it a little bit. This thing does not work well in confined spaces. I have complaints about this as a UI. I have to agree with some other folks who've said that I think it's different for the sake of being different. I'd rather have a book. It's me, though. This is on matters incorporeal. This is a knowledge gem. You have everything about souls and how to detect souls. You have materials like the soul bone and the crystal. That's what we've been doing. Devices. I made the circuit stamper. The knowledge gem is what we're using. Bellows, blow mold. The bone cage is actually one thing that we need to make right now. I'm going to right-click to exit out of that, and I've got 8 bones. We're going to make a bone cage. I also, not even close to right, need to make a pressure plate to go in front of it. Let's aim lower first. There we go. The sightline board is just a little out of whack. Let's see. Souls and the detecting of souls. So basically, we're going to have a line of blocks. It can actually be any blocks. I got smooth stone, but I could do cobblestone. It's shown as using iron blocks here. I might actually, for the sake of simplicity, do cobblestone. I think it'll be easier. Having discovered the souls inhabiting the bodies, having discovered that souls inhabit the bodies of living creatures, it is time to quantify what they exactly are, and indeed, if there are just one type or many. For this task, I will need to build some suitable equipment. That was the glassware that we built earlier with the blow mold. I believe that this will require The subject to be held in place surrounded by a cage made of soul bone. This will act as a type of conduit to siphon off a portion of the creature's soul, at least temporarily. To this cage, I will attach a device for funneling the captured essence. I'm pretty convinced this funnel will need to be powered by redstone. So, decanters, splitters, gourds, basically, we have, you can see right here in this little picture, let me see if I can get a little closer. There's a screenshot. There's the actual soul cage. There's a lever on the back side of the stone up against it, and he's got a line of glassware. What you have to do is just put down 5 random glassware and pull the lever once you have something in that cage. These will go green or red. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to tell the difference. I might actually have to get someone to help me. I'm not sure. Worst case scenario, though, Rorax knows some of the early current combinations, and Direwolf's done a whole bunch of the soul combinations as well. This combination of glassware is unique per world seed, which means if I go like this, oh, I don't have permission to see the world seed command. I don't know what our world seed is, but it's going to be unique for your server, and it's easy to figure out. Once you actually do this, anybody else on your server can actually copy your glassware combo to do the same research. It becomes easier once one person has done it. It's kind of like a tome of knowledge sharing with Thaumcraft, Thaumic Tinkerer, and somebody does a lot of the hard research and then they share it with other people. So yeah, right click, let's close this. I need some space. I'm going to want to get the glassware. We're going to do the initial detecting. I need to make sure I actually have a lever. That's going to go back there. We're going to build on cobblestone. I actually do not need this bucket right now. I don't need those right now. Everything else goes with me. So let's go up here. And I am going to, let's see. I want to put the soul cage here. Nope. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Soul cage. It's useful to put a pressure plate in front. Oh, I didn't. There we go. Open that up. We are going to get a random assortment of glassware. I'm actually going to start with just 5 decanters. I think if you break these, yeah, you get it back. So let's get, I don't need torches right now, all this stuff and move it down. So I can get a lasso, come over here and get, oh, excuse me, chicken. Ooh, no chicken. Hey, okay. Sorry, I'm going to need you. Whoa. We're going to come up here. There we go. As soon as he hits the pressure plate, he gets clamped inside. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm not seeing any bouncers. I thought I saw a creeper back there. I'm going to put the decanter back. We're going to put this right here. Wait a minute. This is potentially not right. It starts off with a gourd. Funneling. Okay. So what we have to do, I think. let's get the funnel. There we go. Now we see the actual connection. This one's darker. I really could use a bit of a, like, you know, I think this has gone bad. So basically it is funnel decanter. I don't think the second decanter works. Break. Let's put a splitter and off and back on again. Nope, that went dark again. Let's try a gourd. That went dark. Okay. Let's try splitter. I see it light up a little bit, but this one goes a little darker. Let's try spiral. Nope, not a spiral. And this is basically the process of researching. Is it a gourd? Is it 2 gourds in a row? It might be. Periodically what you get is 3 in a row of something. Let me try a gourd there and see what happens. Right. There we go. Discovered souls. Discovery benign soul. So now we actually have discovered the soul of this chicken. Splitters or spirals. Let's see. Detecting souls. Extracting souls. There we go. I have postulated that the soul relay device may be of some benefit in the task. I'm aware that 2 relays on top of each other create an amplified but very short effect. So what we need to do, soul relay, right click. These are stone rings. We have to make a control circuit, a blue gem control circuit. I think that all of this stuff is, the harvest of gems is coming along nicely. Of crystals, I should say. Quick message from the wife. I messaged back. Let's see. So I have discovered that I can put my glassware off my bar. That means we can put this back. What we're looking at is something called a, where is it? Soul relay. I'm not used to seeing, there it is, soul relay. So stone rings, really, really simple. This is where all of that smooth stone that I was cooking up earlier came in. Let's go back over here and get that. I should have a whole bunch of it now because we're going to need 6 stone rings. Yes. Go back down here. I expect this episode's going to be long. I cannot help it. So let's get, whoops. Stone, 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 stone. Right click. And that is 4 right there at the front. I'm hearing all sorts of monsters. We got 8 of these things. Now we need to actually look at. And the soul relay, we're going to need more, of course, because this is 1 per. By the way, there are ways to actually automate this better by way of redstone and putting levers in specific areas. I do not know such tricks yet, but I will endeavor to learn them. Let's see. 6, 12, 18, 24. That should be enough. We now need to get, I have blue gems. This is going to be soulbone conduits, which is soulbone splinters, which is, oh gosh, a soulbone. We get 6 though. That's nice. And some redstone. Let's go upstairs and get some redstone. I'm minutes away from going on a killing spree with these stupid zombies. Okay. I got 11 of these things. And I need to get more. That's going to be either killing more chickens or something of that iteration. I'm going to get half a stack. I'm going to use a lot of redstone over here. So what I think I'm going to have to do, we have discovered how to actually discover souls. We have this poor trapped chicken. I think I'm actually just going to lift that up for the time being. It's not a dangerous creature. So this is the combination that we need for my world seed. This is what works for benign souls, the very first one you start off with. It's going to be a funnel, a decanter, a gourd, a gourd, a gourd. I've discovered that there's a lot of instances where you get 3 in a row like this. It might be decanter, 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 and then something else. I think you always have to start with the funnel. I think you start with the funnel and then it figures out the other 4. So yeah, glassware is important. I will probably be making more of these things as we go along. There are some other things that we need, and I'm probably going to have to make some more base this way or basically put them downstairs. I'm not sure. I'm still figuring some of this out. Big problem right now is I'm going to have to go kill some chickens. So in between this episode and next, I need to make more soul bones. Then next episode, we can extract a benign soul. And I can start showing you how there's an easier way to get soul bones between this episode and next. Can't wait to show off some of this stuff to you folks. You really can do some amazing things with Intangible. So please stay tuned. Tuesday's episode will make more progress on Intangible. And if there's any updates on Psi, I'll let you know about that. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.